We are living in an age where modern technology, social media, and recent global developments have amplified our sense of disconnection from the world around us, making it even more difficult to form deep, meaningful connections. While Stoicism doesn't directly center itself on romantic relationships, in this video, we aim to explore how ancient philosophical principles can assist you in recognizing and interpreting the recurring patterns that might be influencing your choices in selecting a life partner. Our focus will be on how to rely on logic rather than being swayed by sentimentality when seeking someone who resonates with you on a fundamental level. True love. To begin with, let's break down and demystify the idea of love at first sight. This romanticized notion, widely spread through novels and films, often paints love as something sudden and overwhelmingly emotional, mostly tied to physical attraction. Don't allow your thoughts or societal trends to trap you within this illusion. Love isn't some magical force that appears out of nowhere. It's not a sparkling object you simply stumble upon and take home like buried treasure. More often than not, love is something that must be intentionally nurtured. It demands continuous effort, steady commitment, immense patience, time, and above all else, trust. That's also why, when genuine love breaks, especially through betrayal, it can be absolutely devastating. It is vital to distinguish between true love, obsession, and simple physical desire. When we confuse these different ideas, relationships can spiral into toxicity, and letting go becomes a painful and overwhelming ordeal. This kind of misjudgment can lead to deep emotional wounds. In its truest form, love is rooted in mutual understanding, a commitment to growth, and a deep appreciation for the other person's character and value. It involves admiring and cherishing not only who your partner is today, but also who they are striving to become. That is the heart of a philosophical and healthy relationship. Remember, your emotional health and happiness are deeply shaped by the relationships you choose to cultivate. Let me remind you that love is not something you should only direct at your partner. It must also extend inward toward yourself. Real love includes treating another with the same respect and affection that you offer to yourself. Ensure that the relationship you're in honors both you and the person you're with. Never give more of yourself to someone who refuses to meet you halfway. Holding on to your self-respect, knowing your own worth, and understanding when it's time to walk away are all vital to protecting your emotional well-being, even if it hurts in the short term. Keep in mind that if you find yourself unhappy and your partner continues to cause you pain, even after open conversations and repeated chances, then that suffering will only stretch further, and gradually you may begin to lose respect for yourself. So, love yourself, respect yourself, and know when it's time to let go. Time, after all, holds a powerful ability to heal even the deepest emotional wounds. While there may be scars, the pain is not eternal. Also, understand that it's not within your control to change someone else. You can't inspire transformation in a person who isn't ready or willing to start that journey for themselves. If you find yourself in such a situation, I encourage you to apply Stoic principles. Don't waste energy on what you cannot change. Look ahead, hold your head high, and let go of anything that no longer brings you peace or fulfillment. You are far more than your fleeting emotions or temporary circumstances. You have the strength to decide how you'll respond to heartbreak. You can choose to rise, to learn from the pain, and to move forward wiser and stronger than before. Now, you may be wondering how to wisely choose a life partner. One of the most common mistakes, especially among men, is placing too much emphasis on physical appearance. Let me clarify, physical attraction isn't unimportant. It is, without question, a key part of the romantic puzzle and even plays a role in the survival of our species. Still, physical beauty is temporary and should never be your primary compass when seeking a meaningful relationship. Youth and beauty eventually fade, and if your connection is built only on these aspects, you'll likely begin to question that bond as time wears on. Aim instead to create a connection that goes deeper, one that withstands the tests of time and remains strong and vibrant as the years pass. Avoid the trap of obsessing over the ideal physical partner or someone who fits neatly into modern beauty standards. Instead, invest your energy into finding a companion who shines because of their mind. a person who can be your closest friend, a trustworthy confidant, and a steady rock when challenges arise. Seek someone with whom you can envision building a family and feel safe sharing a life. This advice applies to everyone, regardless of gender. Relying solely on media-driven ideas of love will only narrow your perspective and prevent you from recognizing real opportunities. Avoid becoming emotionally fixated on a person who shows no interest in you. Far too often, we devote ourselves to people who don't return our affection, draining ourselves in the process, and abandoning parts of who we are for the hope of being accepted. According to Stoic philosophy, we must accept what lies outside of our control, and this includes other people's feelings. You can't force someone to love you. Their rejection doesn't mean you're lacking. Rather, it might simply reveal a misalignment that you're not yet able to see clearly. Over time, you'll come to understand that and maybe even feel grateful for it. So don't feel discouraged. Persist. There are countless people in the world who will truly value your authenticity and appreciate what you bring. What I'm saying is that there is never just one opportunity. Each no you encounter is simply guiding you closer to the yes that can truly transform your life. Emperor Marcus Aurelius, a man known for his deep wisdom and his embrace of Stoic philosophy, shared his life with a woman of matching emotional and intellectual depth. Together they formed one of the most respected and powerful partnerships in the history of Rome. Faustina wasn't just his wife, she was his confidant, his partner, and his equal in so many areas of life. Their bond and the mutual sacrifices they endured were evident through their writings and the significant choices they made side by side. Their relationship became a living testament to the values they held dear: temperance, justice, courage, and wisdom. The four cardinal virtues of Stoicism. They practiced these principles not just in leadership, but in their marriage, facing adversity together and remaining calm and rational even during political and personal turmoil. Despite being an emperor, Marcus Aurelius endured the painful loss of many of his children, as well as the relentless demands of ruling an empire. And through it all, he leaned on Faustina for strength and solace. Even their love was not free from scandal or criticism. Accusations and rumors swirled, but Marcus Aurelius remained unwavering. He defended her fiercely, never allowing outside voices to taint what they had. This profound loyalty is a shining example of Stoic values in practice, especially moral courage and devotion. In a philosophical sense, love is a decision, a conscious act of commitment. Like Marcus Aurelius and Faustina, we too can learn to love in this deliberate, principled way. Not by choosing our partners based solely on looks or wealth, but by prioritizing character, integrity, and the ability to walk life's path together. That is what real, Stoic love looks like. What are your views on this? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I will personally read all of your comments. And if you seriously want to level up in life, don't forget to show some love by hitting the like and subscribe button. Stay strong. Until next time.